Okay, so we'll go again.
Too deep in the south, that's what it is. I'm gonna go, should I let the cat out the bag right quick? Man, I got my nigga Quette in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Memphis 10 in the building. Should I let the cat out the bag right quick on these niggas, man?
Then I went and got me a vid, and you can catch me in Memphis with Quette.
Welcome back to our channel Justice for Dolph. We got another short and sweet video tonight for everybody who've been requesting goofy videos. Shout out to all the people coming back over here, slowly finding the channel. And shout out to True Results and the Alabama Hitta for spreading the message. Alright, so everybody has been wondering this whole time who has paid a large amount for Govan's attorney and who has paid for his bond. Also, people nationwide are not really buying that fake story sold by the devil's advocate Manny, how he did this out of kindness of his heart for the broke Memphis informant on some philanthropist shit. Well, you'll get your answers tonight what's really going on. Not gonna make this video too long, because there is no need for it at all. Okay, the first question for Justice for Dolph is who paid for Manny Arora and his team's services and additional costs? Well, we all heard of the Memphis Crew at this point and their relationship to Govan. Mr. Cold was the one who cashed out hundreds of thousands for Manny. Mr. Cold has a big heart, and we understand that he wants to be a good friend despite Govan being a bad one crossing him for goofy Hogati. We are not in his position, thanks God, so we do not know how this feels. The only truth in this whole story is that Govan couldn't even hire a junkie off the street to defend him, so he had to go beg for money from the same people he betrayed. The second question for Justice for Dolph is who paid for Govan's bond? Well, that would be another leader of the Memphis Crew. I named him the real Mr. Real Estate P. I didn't talk about him yet at all, but we will cover him when I release the extended version of the Crew video. Anyway, he is one of the top bosses in Memphis, and the first one to get rich from my understanding. He is fed up with Quette at this point and did not even want to celebrate his goofy Shelby cover-up victory with him and cut off from his resources. Shout out to this guy, too. Him and Mr. Cold are not part of the plot on young Dolph, even though Quette the Rat dragged them into his mess. Therefore, the Memphis Crew leadership paid for all his legal costs, because they are all old friends, and Quette was begging like a dog for a financial help for the 1,000th time, because his life was at stake. When it comes to these goofy interviews he is doing, what is kind of good and bad is that all that money he makes will go back to paying off all that he borrowed. Considering these facts, and us knowing what we know, is that fraud Manny did get up on the national television and lied about being some type of philanthropist who helps the broke demons to walk away with murder, spinning the whole narrative like they innocent or some shit. Absolutely disgusting. When in the reality Manny got paid by the most notorious criminal organization in the U.S. history. Him and his rat as client do not want you to know that part. Straight fraud. Talking about doing this pro bono. Stop the cap Manny.
So let's just keep it real. This is all garbage and
Check this out. Dumbass Quette admits that his Pinocchio attorney lied for the TV. These are comments under the video where Manny talks outside the courtroom after successful Shelby cover-up. On the left side of the screen, you can see user named some guy asking who paid for the defendant's attorneys, and that Manny said he was operating under pro bono. Here goes our favorite informant blogger on the right side of the screen tagging the user some guy and telling him that it was all fake for the cameras, exposing how Manny actually did get paid. We all know Quette is too broke for that. Only Gotti and the crew have that type of money, about $250,000. And it wasn't gaudy. Luckily, Mr. Cold has no problem keeping it real and admitting he paid for it. So we just want to let people know what is really going on and how Manny is running fake philanthropist advertisement for himself. He did not pay $250,000 out of his pocket for no Govan, but the crew leadership sure did. The same way they came as heroes and paid for his bond. If it wasn't for them, Quette would be getting his cheeks clapped in prison by now. Shout out to that Pinocchio Manny Arora. Even your own client exposed you are all cap. All those other lies you told along the way will be featured in Govan's documentary, Fraudulent Philanthropist. Also, Tamara had on the screen one day a post from the informant's little Facebook talking about how much he is paying even for their hotel himself with the cash Mr. Cold got handed over to him. Ask Quette why did he delete it right after Manny told this cap on the news that he was operating pro bono. Quette exposes his own attorney for the second time and proves beyond reasonable doubt that the devil's advocate Manny is straight fraud trying to sell himself for something that he is not. All this dude does is lie, and luckily for him, the crew member's old girlfriend was prosecuting his client, so she did not want all that money invested in Manny to go to waste. There's no point even getting into this any deeper. These are the facts, and Manny is straight wooden boy Pinocchio exposed by his own client. This is lie number 1 by Manny. We will call out all the other ones in the upcoming documentary. If Manny and his rat-ass client want to run first online public trial, I can be the real prosecutor and give Manny some resistance, since Assistant DA Carla Taylor was too busy during the trial daydreaming about Crew's dick. Anyway, I am out. Justice for Dolph exposes them again. See y'all soon with some more pressure. Shout out to Quette, you going up my boy. That snitching video doing some serious numbers. Talk about that in your next interview.
So let's just keep it real. This is all garbage, and
Okay, so we go again. Too deep in the South, that's what it is. I'm gonna go. Should I let the cat out the bag right quick? Though, niggas, man, I got my nigga Quette in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Memphis 10 in the building. Should I let the cat out the bag right quick on these niggas, man?
Then I went and got me a vid, and you can catch me in Memphis with Quette.